In today's episode of Bill and Frank's Guilt-Free Pleasures, we celebrate the resilience of a 1980s superstar.
We discuss insuring your legs for $1 million.
And we also discuss horses, heroes, and happy birthdays.
This is our take on The Best by Tina Turner. Bill, with over 200 episodes into the podcast, today was a first. And I am actually surprised that it took this long for this to happen.
Tell them what you did, Frank.
Earlier this week, you recommended the song. And I was like, yes, definitely. Let's 100% do this song. You show up at the Winchester, and I was ready. I was researched. And I said, We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. And you said, Frank, we're doing The Best. I was like, slow down. We're doing okay. I wouldn't say we're the best out there. But no, we're doing the song The Best by Tina Turner.
Yeah, I sent you a text. I know you haven't looked at your phone since, but it was just a clip from the video. And, Frank, so this be a touching moment for our podcast. But the reason I picked it is because, Frank, you're simply the best. And you're also simply the worst because you didn't recheck your messages.
Do you know how easily I could have just done that? Because I didn't start researching until yesterday. Anyways, it was at like midnight last night when I started.
Awesome. So here we go. Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
You're simply the best.
All right, Frank, while you're doing your deep research on Tina Turner, there's a significant backstory to Tina Turner that's been covered a lot in interviews, documentaries, movies.
Yes.
And, we can't really do justice to it, but we can discuss the sort of key points here.
Tina Turner has lived a life. And I forgot how involved she was in the music industry, even in the 60s. I knew she got really popular in the 70s, but even in 1958, she was recording music and involved in the music industry.
It's crazy. And her journey there is incredible. She's born in 1939.
Yeah.
Born in general poverty.
Yeah.
I think at one point her dad oversaw sharecroppers or something.
Oh, okay.
She picked cotton as a child.
Oh, okay.
Her mom left when she was a little kid.
11 years old, yeah.
Her dad also ended up kind of abandoning her too when he got remarried and sent her to live with, I think, her aunt.
Yeah.
And then she got close with either her aunt or someone else, like a cousin or something, who's really helpful to her. But that person died by the time she was 13. A big part of her life, in her words, has been this sort of rejection or living without love. That every step of the way, she was either rejected or she lost love. Nothing ever sustained.
Yeah.
So this is sort of a theme that's going to build into our story of resilience here. Because she is, I don't want to step on your the podcast that we're not doing on Hero. If we did need another hero, it would be Tina Turner. She is incredible.
Because she ended up moving to St. Louis at 16 years old to go back and live with her mom again.
Right. That was after, I think that's one of the people died. Right?
Yeah.
She had to go back. Now, we should probably say at the outset, her name is not Tina.
No.
Do you have her name there?
Her name is Anna Mae Bullock.
So Anna Mae is the name she actually, I think, would go by to her friends still.
Yeah.
But Tina Turner, of course, is her professional name.
Yeah. Nom de plume.
Oh, nice. Yes.
It's because of bilingual, Bill.
Right.
So she is in St. Louis and she gets introduced to musicians Raymond Hill and Ike Turner at a club called Club Manhattan in St. Louis. And she started performing at the club and she had a kid with Raymond Hill. in 1958. And then she started her relationship with Ike Turner in 1960.
Yeah, it's so crazy, the story of how that all unfolded. Because initially, it was like an older brother-sister relationship with Ike Turner.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's a horrible story in terms of Ike Turner's violence, controlling nature. And it's well covered, so we won't dive too deep into that sort of thing. But she ends up in this relationship with him, has a baby by Ike, while at the same time he had a baby with his girlfriend, who's also living in the same house. It's so crazy. So the now ex-girlfriend of Ike leaves her 2 kids behind with Tina. So now she has 4 kids who are all under the age of 2. That she's looking after. And this is around 1960.
1960, yeah.
Now, she's already started recording. And Ike, before I think they're even in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, has changed her name, at least for recording, to Tina Turner.
Yes, he picked the name Tina because it rhymes with Sheena. And Sheena was...
Queen of the Jungle.
Queen of the Jungle, yes.
Why not just pick Sheena?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, Tina Turner has a better ring to it.
I think so, yes.
He gave her his last name before they were together, which is already warning signs.
Yeah, exactly. A little possessive.
Yeah, just a bit.
And I was thinking about this a little bit this morning, too, while I was researching We Don't Need Another Hero. Thinking back, there was a lot of comedy in the 80s and 90s. Do you remember this? They made fun of domestic abuse.
Yes.
It was terrible.
It was. And Tina Turner was one of the first people to speak out about her story.
Yeah.
And I even remember, somehow I remember in the 80s that people almost viewed it with some form of doubt. I don't know why I remember that, but I remember it being kind of taboo. And it's incredible to think back to that time. It was a lot worse than we remember it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. 100%.
Now, before we get to We Need Another Hero, she, of course, strikes it big. I mean, she becomes a big thing by the late 60s.
Yeah, because Ike and Tina had their big song, Proud Mary. That was their calling card song. And was that like 69, 68, something like that?
I think, actually, I'm looking here, 1970.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's that sort of turn of the 60s to the 70s where they're a big thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think they win Grammy Awards and all that.
Yes.
She's touring like crazy. And crazy is the word in terms of how she was able to survive through all this time.
Yeah, because she's in this professional relationship with Ike Turner, in a romantic relationship with him, and he is just incredibly controlling, manipulative, and violent towards her.
Right. And it goes on and on. She escapes in 1976.
Yeah.
After either they got into a hotel, is that either after a gig or whatever?
I read that it was in a car.
So at least in the story I heard, so she was in a hotel. Like they got into a fight in a car.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So she got hurt really bad. And then she kind of put him to sleep, like helped him fall asleep.
Yeah.
Then ran for the stairwell, got out, ran across the freeway to a hotel on the other side, but had to run across the freeway to get there. Goes up to the person working behind the desk. And so this is in the movie. You can see this scene where she says, "My name is Tina Turner. I only have like 36 cents on me." Yeah. Or she's saying, I'm escaping my husband or whatever, but if you let me have a room, I swear I'll pay you back. And so I just know the scene in the movie is actually pretty touching because I was gearing up for the person to say, "No way, you don't have enough money." But they said, "Don't worry, Miss Turner, we will protect you." And so they hid her, helped her escape, and she never went back to Ike.
Yeah, and they ended up divorcing in 78, and it was this long sort of protracted divorce proceedings, and Tina Turner had given into all of Ike Turner's demands.
Except one,
and that was keeping her name.
Yeah.
So she still went by Tina Turner as her professional name.
Right. So when we split, I have a feeling in the court case, you're going to keep the name Frank's Guilt-Free Pleasures as your first and last name.
As a compromise, what we can do is you can keep the guilt-free, and I'll just be called Frank Pleasures.
Oh, that's good. Perfect. I'm trying to think of some jobs you can have. That's great.
Frankie Pleasures.
Oh, man. So there is a lot of turmoil still in her life. She's on food stamps. She's cleaning houses, taking any gig she can, which means going on the Brady show when they had their own sort of Brady
their variety show, right? Yeah.
She was also on, I think, Donnie and Marie.
Yeah.
And then one of the people who came to kind of the rescue too is Olivia Newton-John, who purposely had her on her show and wanted her to just be part of whatever she's doing. But there are people who believed in what she was doing. Like, even though some of her albums weren't doing well,
Yeah.
but there were champions for her. One guy, I think he was only like 26 years old, but he had a vision of what Tina Turner could do.
Yeah.
And so she did a cover of an Al Green song.
Yeah, Let's Stay Together, right?
Yeah, and it does really well in the UK.
Yes.
The UK loves Tina Turner. America does, but not as much as UK did. They always supported her.
Let's stay together. Loving you weather. Times are good or bad. Happy or sad.
So she does really well on the single in the UK, which gets her a record deal. And this young guy, I think, this still guy's in the picture, if I got this right, works with her with this idea of coming up with this album, which is, I think, Private Dancer?
Private Dancer.
Yeah.
That was her big comeback album in 84.
Right. She doesn't want to record this one song on it, which is
Private Dancer?
What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it.
Oh, really?
But he convinces her to. And of course, that's the second single, too, from the album.
Yeah.
It does amazing. Ends up winning all these Grammy Awards, goes to #1.
Yeah.
And now she is this force. In a sense, she suddenly becomes like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, now, Tina Turner is the thing.
And we should also bring up that when this is all happening, she is 44 years old. So a comeback like this, and I hate to say this, I don't want to sound ageist or anything like that, but for a pop star at that age to come back like that is unheard of.
Right. She kind of just saw Grace Slick and pushed her to the side.
Yeah.
Say, watch how it's done.
Yeah. So this huge comeback album happens. So this is the point we were trying to get to. Then Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome comes out. So that's where this song comes from. We Don't Need Another Hero.
That's right.
And that's the one we're talking about, right?
That would have been the one we were talking about had it been the song I chose. But despite my desire to talk more about Mad Max and her role in the Thunderdome,
Yeah, and her name was Anti-Entity.
that is really creepy. She's a bad guy in the movie, right?
Well, she's kind of the ruler of the Thunderdome, I
Okay.
think. I never actually watched the movie. so
I didn't
don't-
either. I was at an age where it still was a little bit too old for me.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to watch like either The Road Warrior or Mad Max, and I wasn't familiar with Australian accents very well as a kid. Crocodile Dundee hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it.
Exactly. The world wasn't ready for that accent.
No. Oh, we will talk about Australia. We have
And Crocodile Dundee.
no, but we have good friends in Australia and listeners
Yeah.
to this podcast. And you, of course, worked in Australia for
Yeah,
a while.
for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about Australia because it figures prominently in this song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because the song took place in the Thunderdome, which
Yeah.
was in Australia.
You know, I know we're stuck in a loop here. We're not doing that song, Frank. We are doing Simply the Best.
We're doing okay.
Okay.
Again.
Actually, it's not called Simply the Best. It's just called The Best.
That's true. Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
this comes out, we're going to kind of rewind a little bit in a moment, but this comes out in 89. So this almost feels like at the end of her run, seemingly. Of course, we don't know what we know. We were only
Yeah.
12 then. And she's already had What's Love Got to Do with It? We Don't Need Another Hero. And there's a whole bunch
Private
of,
Dancer.
Private Dancer. There's a whole bunch of songs that she had up until the album that this is coming out on,
Yes.
Foreign Affair.
Yes.
So now we're coming to the point of this album.
Yeah.
Or just said that, I guess. I'm all over the place here. But what I want to talk about is that so many heroes, not to reference the song we're not doing, of the guilt-free pleasure verse are all included in the making of this song. So our number one hero, a Mount Rushmore guilt-free pleasure hero, Dan Hartman, is the producer of this song.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so when we talked about Dan Hartman in our episode on
yeah, I Can Dream About You.
Right.
Yes.
I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I didn't have it actually at all.
No.
That's it. Which is a great song. But I remember we were talking about his production and that he had actually done the song from Rocky IV with James Brown, Living in America.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And he could imitate the voice.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So it turns out when he was producing Tina Turner, I was in this interview with him or somebody who knew him, and they said, oh, he was producing a Tina Turner song. And he got to the mic before she came in and actually convincingly imitated her voice so well that it sounded like Tina Turner singing. So he sang the best in the studio getting ready, and he was imitating her and dancing around.
yeah, yeah.
And he's a huge part of why this sounds so good. So is Tina Turner, because she's co-producer. I think she's arranger, but she actually is involved deeply in the production of
Yes. And that brings up actually a cool point about Tina Turner is she is known for basically a one-take wonder. Like she'll come into the studio, one take is all she needs. And what she does is she prepares for the song so much until it becomes her song. So she'll have a demo tape. This is the song we want you to sing. This is what it sounds like. And she'll go through it and sing it and sing it and sing it until she says, no, it's my song now. Goes into the studio. They said one take is all she really needs. She was happy to oblige and do other takes, but all she needed was one. And she would nail it every single time.
This is kind of like how you prepare for the podcast.
I am so well prepared.
So we're here. We're talking about the song that I picked, and we have some songwriters here. Two songwriters, Holly Knight and Michael Chapman.
Yes.
Writers of The Warrior that we've already talked about.
That's right. Patti Smyth and Scandal.
Right. And so they've written a lot of songs. We talked about that in the Patti Smyth and Scandal episode. And Holly Knight has written a bunch of songs for Tina Turner already, and she'd keep coming back.
Yeah.
And so this one, of course, she saved, to quote Vanessa Williams, save the best for last.
That's right.
So they have written this song, and they wrote it for Paul Young. Every time
really?
you go away, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So they gave it to Bonnie Tyler, who we've also featured in our...
Guilt-free pleasure verse.
That's exactly right. So she does a version of it. I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's Desmond Child who produced it, and he, of course, is very, very famous.
Yeah.
Beyond doing Kiss and a bunch of songs like that, he most importantly for you did How Can We Be Lovers If We Can't Be Friends?
Oh, yes, that's right.
'Cause you're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. You stuck on your heart, I hang on every word you said.
So there's Bonnie Tyler's version. Very similar.
Yeah.
Right?
Because she has a similar sort of gravelly rock voice.
Right. But there is something missing in it. And you can hear a bit more of a punch in the production.
Mm-hmm.
And in that production, there's this bass line that drives it.
Yeah.
But all I can see is a horse moving, but we'll get to that soon enough.
Yeah.
Right? And all the instruments just work to sort of lift you up that something big is about to happen.
Yeah.
So I think, does that mean we're jumping into the song?
I think we are.
A mere 10 seconds to get to her singing. But that opener feels like it could be 30 seconds. There's a weight to it. I feel it's cinematic. Not quite Thunderdome cinema, Frank.
I was going to say, but you're absolutely right. There is a heaviness to it. And you can feel it in the bass because the bass, like you said, is just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Exactly. That's exactly how it sounds. I love the feel of it. It's not sinister, but it's serious.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is Tina Turner. She's described herself this way. She said, and I kind of disagree with her when she says, I'm not beautiful. She is. But she says, I know I'm not beautiful, but I know I'm attractive. And there's something about her that has this sort of attraction. Well, there's an attraction to her,
Yes.
right? And so it even feels like this music is attractive, but also it's for reals, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's nighttime, bump, 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 bump. Like, oh boy, this is passion stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So here we go. Let's talk intro, because here comes her voice. I have written down here about her voice. It's sultry but strong. So it's like this gravelly power,
Yeah.
but there's something seductive there,
Mm-hmm.
but also fiercely independent. There's all this that comes into who Tina Turner is as a person.
You can feel her personality in the way that she sings. You can tell that she's gone through a life. And
Right.
she's come out strong on the other side. And there's just a power and a gravity to her voice and the way that she sings.
There's no escaping it.
Yes.
You're right.
Like a black hole.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like Jupiter, but then she's not made of like molten gas. Like,
No.
you won't die.
No.
No, so it's more like,
Well, you would in a black hole. Like,
I guess you would.
All the sci-fi things that I've seen, you don't want to get like sucked into one because even the sun's light can't escape from a black hole.
except in Interstellar, because was gravity like the fifth element or something? Oh,
I don't know.
I think
fell
I'm mixing
asleep
it.
during the movie.
Okay. I might be mixing that up with another movie.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Let's go to this intro.
Yeah.
I call you when I need you. My heart's on fire. You come to me, wild and wired. Ooh, you come to me. Give me everything I need.
I call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me, wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need.
It's pretty ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I call you when I need you. My heart's on fire. So this is a woman who is yearning.
Yeah.
Is that the polite way of saying things?
It is for the rating level of our podcast. GPG / in there somewhere.
Yeah.
We will do our best, but I believe this is a
booty call?
possibly.
Okay.
If I could find another word for it, I would use it. But I think we can just use this. I believe they call it a tryst in the Three Musketeers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
which I think it actually sounds worse.
Yeah.
It's okay. So she refers to him as wild and wired, which I love as a line. This is also something that Holly Knight and Michael Chapman do in their writing, that sometimes they'd say, well, what does that mean? Like my stereo child, whatever, from the
Yeah,
Warrior?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It just sounds good. Put it in.
Yeah.
So wild and wired makes sense that there's this sort of animal-like attraction going on,
Yes.
the wild part. But wired is also, I guess, electric.
Electric and also like very excitable, very sort
Right.
of animated.
This is tough to talk about. It feels like it's it does sound kind of like a love scene. So, fast forward for the kids in the attendance,
Yeah.
which is what we're trying to do because we're all uncomfortable here.
Well, we're uncomfortable because it's so hot in here, too.
That's true. That's true. It is a perfect song for this.
Yes.
And so, of course, she says, you give me everything I need. And you're almost, for a listener, thinking we're going to get to the chorus here.
Exactly. You feel like it's going to launch into it, but it's just the intro.
Yeah.
And no, we get verse 1 now.
Right. A little foreplay, maybe, Frank.
Yeah.
And so here's verse 1. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, baby.
Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong.
Well, it's tricky to talk about the meanings of these lyrics because when you see it on paper, it doesn't have the resonance that it does when Tina Turner's voice is attached.
I had never read the lyrics of the song before getting ready for this podcast 5 minutes before we started, or really listened to them super in-depthly. I always thought it was a song about pumping people up, about it's like, no, you're amazing. Like, you are a good person. You
Right.
are the best person.
Yeah.
This person sounds to be the best, but perhaps that's something else. Something a little more carnal.
Carnal. I can almost see her speaking those words. And if you heard them, would you back up a little bit because you were nervous?
Yeah.
I
get nervous when women talk to me, so
That's true. That's
I
true.
back up it regardless of what they're saying.
It's so alluring at the same time, but also she's just incredible. Her vocal is so amazing.
Yes.
I can't say enough about it. I can because I'm going to keep speaking.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get to chorus here, Frank.
Yeah.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart? No. Baby, I would rather be dead.
That is a big statement.
Yes, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Like to say that, she gets away with it, but the better off dead. It's like, no, don't say that. Don't get too infatuated, Tina. Yeah, but it's Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She can say that if she wants.
she can do whatever she wants.
She can do whatever she wants.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word
love the sound of this chorus. You're simply the best. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Dan Hartman at his peak.
Yeah, exactly. And it has that feel of 80s triumphantness, right?
Right. Yes, that's a great way of putting it. Triumphant. The way she says heart. Hot. I love the way she says heart. She can draw it out that it's a totally different word somehow. But she means heart. But when
Yeah.
she says heart, she has a totally different understanding.
Yeah.
I mean, her voice seems to take in almost generations of pain and longing.
Yeah.
Which, of course, talks of her life.
Yeah, and she experienced that, a generation of pain and longing.
It's crazy. There's an interview with her in the 80s where she's talking to this guy from MTV.
Mm-hmm.
And they had written a book together. Like, it was her autobiography. He helped her with it, called I, Tina, where it
Yes.
actually describes the abuse for the first time, actually gives the full story.
Yeah.
And she said in this interview with him, she was kind of crying. She says, I'm not crying out of pity, but she said, I've never had love that's lasted. I've never had anything that's lasted for very long.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I find love? And she's saying this, and this is in mid-80s Tina.
Yeah.
And it's so moving,
Yeah.
but also she doesn't give up.
No, because she ended up getting married at 73 years old. She was picked up, I think it was in the UK. And basically, when the guy who was picking her up to drive her back to the studio or wherever it was, the residence where she was staying, they were talking, and he was a music exec of some sorts, but they fell in love in the car ride there, which was so touching, so amazing.
And to add to it, it might have happened in 89. I'm not sure. It's
Okay.
happened somewhere around this time because they were together for like 20 years before they got married.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And so
wow.
part of their love story is while they were talking to each other, they couldn't really communicate too well because he was German.
Oh,
And so she ends-
yes, that's right.
She learns German so well that I think she was given citizenship because in those countries, you have to prove your ability to handle the language. Because I know in Holland, or Netherlands rather, you have to be able to speak Dutch. Another friend who became a citizen.
Yeah.
And so Tina's amazing. So she learns German
Yeah.
over time, and this is how they're communicating with each other, and they fall in love. And it's an enduring love.
Yeah. Yeah. She moved to Switzerland and became a Swiss citizen.
Right, because German
Yes.
is one of the languages.
In Switzerland, yes.
How many languages do they have, Frank?
The Swiss, they can speak German, Swiss, French,
English?
probably every English. Yeah. It's really embarrassing that in Canada, a bilingual country, that we barely speak English good.
We also have French, Frank.
Yeah, but okay, the majority of the population of Canada actually doesn't speak French good neither.
You're the one who said nom de plume, Frank.
That's true.
It's a pretty good accent. And I proudly can state I know where Switzerland isn't in Europe. It's not where Sweden is.
No.
It's not near the top.
No.
That took a long time to figure out for this guy. Also wondering, like, why would you name two countries so similar? As though they would, talk to each other about the names of their countries. Okay, there we go. So she's a Swiss citizen. She met the guy in 86, right?
86, yes, I'm reading that here.
So she is finding love now.
Yeah.
And so maybe when she's singing this, she's thinking
Yeah.
about this guy.
Yeah, she's singing about Erwin Bach. That's his name.
Oh, okay. Good pronunciation of Bach.
Well, because Canadians know Sebastian Bach, who
Yeah,
was the
that's
lead
right.
singer of Skid Row.
Right. Okay. That Bach. Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a great Terminator joke that involves Albie Bach, but I'm sure it's already been made.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Are we going to get back to the song?
Okay, yeah, we should. Okay. Everything there, I hang on every word you say. There's this sense that first she's kind of bringing the guy in, right? In the intro and the verse, right? I'd almost say seductive, but I don't want to act as though she's preying on him or something.
Yeah.
But then she's so dependent on him, too. There's this reciprocity.
Yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Look at the big words.
I know, right?
Wow, okay. We're doing this.
We're doing the things.
All right. Okay. That was going so well till you said thanks. Okay. Let's go to verse 2. In your heart, I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost. I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. I actually like this verse a bit more, just for some of the turns of phrases I find kind of fun.
Yeah.
I see the start of every night and every day. In his heart, that's where she sees. And then his eyes, she gets lost, washed away.
In your heart, to the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get
just so maximalist in terms of its metaphors.
Yeah, and there's a beautiful little imagery about that too, right? And just being so enamored with someone that you see the start of every night and day with them. You get lost with just looking in their eyes and washed away, whatever that is. There's imagery of beach scenes and waves and all this other sort of stuff. And this maximalist, very grand imagery that comes along with it.
And it kind of matches what we're all about here.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is why it's a guilt-free pleasure.
There is very little subtlety with our podcast, is there?
We got no time for subtlety.
No.
It's just time for love and for togetherness.
Just say it like it is.
That's right. We're going to get the chorus again, which of course is amazing.
Yeah.
But something's going to happen after this chorus.
Oh, yes.
In the original version, the Bonnie Tyler version, there is no bridge. And so Holly Knight feels very strongly about whether bridges should exist. She says, only if it's needed. It's kind of like she says, it's a furthermore. Do you have a furthermore you need in the song? She felt she didn't need one in this, but she gets a phone call from Tina Turner.
Oh,
and
okay.
Tina Turner says, hey, I need you to write a bridge because I want to do a key change after it.
Yeah.
And of course, this bridge is one of the Mount Rushmores. We have a lot of these, so it's a good thing. It's like a whole mountain range.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So this is a Mount Rushmore of bridges because of what's going to follow the bridge as well.
And in that bridge, too, and we'll talk about this more, you get one of the great last saxophone solos.
Exactly. That's how they ended. You're right.
Because it comes in 89 and they're not quite en vogue anymore through the 90s. There is still worse sax solos in the early 90s, but a late 80s indulgent sax solo by Edgar Winter.
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
please.
Yes. So the bridge says, each time you leave me, I start losing control. You're walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, don't let go.
Each time you leave me, I start losing control. You're walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, don't let go.
There's not a lot to say about the meanings there. It's all captured.
Yeah.
Right? This is somebody who's so in love that everything feels like it's falling apart. It's the Romeo and Juliet stuff where when they speak of love, they can only speak of it in this almost like the world will fall apart without the person. And it's an honest feeling. This is capturing, well, so many of the songs of the previous 30 or 40 years plus, maybe millennia. As you said, Frank, the greatest musical interlude of the late 80s and possibly of all time.
It is bonkers awesome.
I love that Dan Hartman is bringing on his crew, too, because we know Dan Hartman started
With Edgar Winter, that's right, yeah.
So Free Ride, which is sung by Dan Hartman, is in the Edgar Winter group. You can watch it where he's wearing that crazy bass outfit that was electrocuting himself.
Yeah.
He truly was wired and wild.
Yeah.
And so we have that. We have the Feed My Frankenstein or just Frankenstein. It's just Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yeah. Feed My Frankenstein is Alice Cooper.
Right, okay. So Frankenstein, Edgar Winter group, that's a instrumental. Now, Edgar Winter is, he's a 70s act.
Yeah.
But he brings him on as a session player. And I forgot that he was a big saxophone player as well.
Yeah.
This sax solo is awesome.
Because Edgar Winter plays like all the instruments.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's such a unique, of course, looking individual, right?
Yeah.
And you have that sound, though, is so good. And it's just perfectly timed. And it has the 80s sheen, but not too 80s.
Yeah.
If anything, it's like, what have we lost? 90s, what did you do to us?
Yes, yeah, exactly. But one of the last big sax solos that I can remember from the 80s.
Yeah.
And of course, the song is ending the 80s in 89. But yeah, it's what we lost. Like,
I know. Lots to mourn.
yeah.
Because we got the love scene saxophone still in the 90s.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the rock saxophone
Yes.
that we get here.
Yeah.
I mean, this song is a love scene, but it's not a frosted glass love scene.
Yeah, it's not curtains billowing in the wind and everything. This is a little more intense,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good phrase for it.
but not like camping intense.
Oh, that joke's so bad. Okay. All right. So we get to the chorus again. Great chorus, of course. I mean, how much can we say about it? I don't even know what to say other than
It's simply the best.
it's simply the best.
Yeah.
So the single edit ends around 4:13, 4:14, and it's kind of fading away. But in the album version, you get that little fade slowly, like it's getting quieter. Not like volume fade, but different instruments that are getting quieter.
Yeah.
And then you get the encore.
Yeah, and it's a complete false ending because you're figuring everything's wrapping up. It's all tied in a nice little bow here, but nope. Come back, Tina.
Oh, man. Come back wild and wired. I
Yeah.
love it. It's just like she's running the stage. And I think she would.
Yeah.
Her concerts, she's 50 years old in 1989.
Yeah.
And watching her perform is crazy.
Yeah.
It is something we couldn't do at 18 years old.
No. She was very energetic. She put her all into the shows.
Insane. Amazing. Even the tour for this, I think, was supposed to be a farewell tour, like
Yeah.
an end of, but she didn't.
Well,
end it.
there was a farewell tour in the year 2000, and she said, "This is my last tour." And then she did another one in 2008.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, there's the song, Frank.
Yeah.
We got more to talk about.
Yes. So what we need to talk about now is We Don't Need Another Hero. Because
Yeah, I
I
know.
can talk more about that song.
I think we need to talk about a video involving a certain horse.
Yes.
I'm going to play a clip. It's a TikTok of
Okay.
Tina Turner talking about what the best means.
Okay.
It Will Last. Simply Best is an anthem. It's a song where I felt that it didn't necessarily have to be about two people. It's between animal, beauty of a car, a horse, a thing. And that is what I sung about. That is why I did the video, of course, being riding a horse, saying this is the best moment of when the wind is in your hair and you're riding and your freedom of all of that. It covers a lot of things, the best.
So I think she's behind the concept for the video. She
Yeah.
wanted it to be about a horse,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. Not just a metaphor, but no, this awesome horse. So I remember seeing this in 1989 when it came out. And the way she was moving, I know what they're doing. Like, she's mimicking the horse, right? And
Yeah.
how she moves. And I thought it was so strange as a kid. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But her dance moves, crouching with her legs.
Yeah.
And then you see the horse doing its thing. And the way she's dancing was so, like, bizarre to me, but really creative for a video. She's doing the horse thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very stylized the way that it's shot because it's this stark black background, but there's a sheen and gloss to everything else, like that Tina Turner's involved in, the horse is involved in. We should bring this up because it's tough not to mention. Tina Turner was known for her legs.
Yeah.
Like the most famous
yeah.
legs in
Yeah,
showbiz.
you're right.
And I don't know if it was true or not, but I remember back in the 80s hearing that she had her legs insured for $1 million.
Right, I
Or something
remember
like
that.
that.
Yeah. That's got to be true.
In 80s money, that's a lot of money. In today's money, not so much. So in the video, when they showed her legs, you knew this was Tina Turner, her
Oh, yeah.
famous legs.
'Cause
You saw her legs before you saw her.
Yeah, but you knew it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess it's supposed to be in or is filmed in the Mojave Desert. I
Oh.
couldn't tell. I thought it was a soundstage.
Yeah, so did I.
So it's supposed to take place in the Mojave Desert.
Yeah.
And so when she's riding that horse, it's in the desert. I guess that's why the ground has all those cracks in it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now, I didn't think she was riding the horse. I'm like, oh, they have someone who looks like Tina Turner on a horse. But it turns out it is Tina Turner. And when she's on the horse, she's so serious riding it. I remember being on a horse on my honeymoon. I was supposed to go on this horse ride.
Yeah.
And they told me to get off the horse because the horse didn't trust me.
Yeah.
And I looked as white as a ghost because I knew this horse was going to throw me to my death. And it was going to. I don't trust horses. One tried to kick me. I was at a friend's house and they had to grab the horse because the horse set me up somehow to walk behind it. It lifted its hoof to kick me in the head.
Did the horse invite you? Hey, Bill, check this out in the alley, and he was going to jump you? Is that
No, it's like,
is
oh.
that the setup?
Check out this. I got some sugar cubes behind me. Just grab a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
And the hoof came up and they attacked the horse to save my life. So
Really?
I mean, I think it was my fault for walking behind the horse, but still,
Yeah, you don't walk behind horses.
Why they got to kick you in the head?
Why you got to walk behind him?
Okay, well, anyway,
I'm not saying you're at fault here, Bill.
You're just gonna I'd be no fault insurance though.
Yeah. Did you insure your head for $1 million?
I need to. In today's money, though.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So when she's riding the horse, she looks so serious that I feel like maybe that's the intensity of love.
Yeah.
Or also the fact that she might not have been like a famous horse rider. But then again, she had so much money. I bet she rode horses a lot at this point in her career. Like in Thunderdome, she had to be on a horse, I would assume.
No, I think there were more cars than anything. I
All
don't
about
know.
gasoline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the video. Well, there's one more thing I want to talk about with the video.
Okay.
There's so much to say, but
Yeah.
Edgar Winter shows up in the
Yes.
video.
Oh, in the sax solo, right?
And so you just see his hair, and you're like, well, that's Edgar Winter. But I feel they should have given him a horse to ride. I would have liked to seen him play sax
on a horse. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. All right, Frank, do you have a top 10?
Yeah, so We Don't Need Another Hero peaked at number 2 in April of 86, I believe. I don't have that in front of me anymore, but I was prepared for it, and that was a bonkers top 10. However, The Best only made it to number 15,
Right.
and it peaked the week of November 4th, 1989.
Just at the end of the 80s.
Just at the end of the 80s, yes.
Batman's now out of the theaters.
Yeah, you loved that movie, didn't
I
you?
did. And Indiana Jones' Last Crusade
Yes,
came out.
that's right.
That's
yeah.
a big year because that was the first year I read Tribute magazine. So I could tell you all these movies that came out. Do the Right Thing came out.
Yep.
UHF also
Yes.
came out. Coneheads might have come. Oh, maybe that was later.
That was later. That was in the 90s.
Yeah, and that should stay in the 90s because it's so disappointing. Okay, continue.
All right. Number 10, Love Shack by the B-52s.
Oh, yes.
Number 9 is Just the Way That You Love Me, Paula Abdul.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. And Paula Abdul had a run at the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s.
We have some work to do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Dr. Feelgood by Motley Crue.
He's going to make you feel all right.
I love that song. Rock Witcha, Bobby Brown at number 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Number 6, Love in an Elevator by Aerosmith.
Living it up. Well, all right. Continue. Okay.
When I See You Smile, Bad English.
Oh.
Number 5.
We've done an episode on this. A little bit of hyperlink there. Good
Yeah.
work.
Sowing the Seeds of Love, Tears for Fears at 4.
It's supposed to be like the biggest song. They spent so much money on it. It
Yeah.
didn't do what they thought. But I love this song.
Oh, it's a great song, yeah. Miss You Much by Janet Jackson at 3.
Oh, man. A dawning of a new era.
Mm-hmm. Cover Girl by New Kids on the Block at 2.
End of an era. Maybe. Oh, no. They're just starting. I like that song.
Yeah.
We did an episode on it.
Oh, yeah, we did Cover
Yeah,
Girl. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to... Wait a sec. You don't like Cover Girl?
No, I think I did.
Oh, not as much as Miss You Much.
No.
No, of course. We're humans. We're not robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And number 1, Listen to Your Heart by Roxette.
Oh, man. We did an episode on that, too.
That's right.
Okay. Now, The Best, of course, is going to have a life of its own, though, because it endures. A lot of these songs really just end up disappearing. Comparably, like the Bobby Brown song is not going to have the same resonance. But The Best gets used in a Pepsi commercial.
Yes. Yeah.
And most importantly, it gets used in South Wales rugby.
Yes. Yeah.
Or New South Wales
Yep.
in Australia. And apparently, it's one of the greatest sports campaigns of all time, according to the site that I was reading it from, which was New South Wales Rugby. To our friends in Australia, I'd like to hear back from you. Was this a huge deal? Like, do you know The Best because of rugby? And did you start watching more rugby because of Tina Turner? Or were you already watching tons of rugby? Because apparently it was a suburban sport that was loved by the working class, but then it became this sort of family thing because of this campaign. The campaign's crazy. The videos has these very attractive, strong men working out with Tina Turner kind of dancing. Oh, it's so good. There's other videos. I think she does it for a couple of years. And there's another one where she's like catching a rugby ball and she's out there. It's wicked.
Yeah.
And her hair is so long. Like she's grown it out since the video. And so it's just this big hair and it's just amazing.
One of the things I actually read about Tina Turner is her hair fell out in the 60s, in the early 60s when she bleached it. So she started wearing wigs at that time and wore wigs her entire career.
Oh my goodness, wait, that might have been a wig?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I believe so. At least that's what I read.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, well, that really changes things for me. But continuing with our media thing, is there any favorite representation of the best in any sort of TV, movie, commercial? Do you have something you like the
There
best?
is my favorite use of it in media is in the British Office, the original Office, when David Brent is doing this motivational speech and he's trying to use this at the end and the cue is all wrong because he's trying to tell the people that he's speaking to that they are simply the best and everything goes awry with it. It's so awkward and so funny. I love it.
That is the correct answer, Frank. That was also mine. There is another use of it that's very heartwarming that I'm going to save, though, for the next category.
Okay.
This category is called versions.
Okay.
So we've already talked about the Bonnie Tyler version and played a little snippet of it. Here it is again.
Oh, you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart.
Okay, so there was Bonnie Tyler. Now, there are other versions as well. Some better than others. Winona does one for, I think, her live shows. I don't know if you saw that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's another one for you. This one's by a figure skater.
Oh,
I'm going to play it for you right now.
okay.
And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong again. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than.
All right, Frank, you're never going to get it.
No, I have no idea. Who is this? Is it Tara Lipinski?
Close. Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect that from her.
It's not terrible,
It's not terrible.
but it's
no.
not Tina Turner.
No,
This can't,
no,
or
no.
Bonnie Tyler. You can't do this.
No.
All right, so there we go. I do have another one for you. This is from, translated, I'm not going to try to say it because it's in Portuguese, Portuguese Chamber Choir.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, that's, doesn't need to be there.
Okay, all right. But I have one more for you, a saved, possibly the best version in my view for last, also used in a TV show. Did you watch Schitt's Creek much?
Oh, yes.
Season 4 of Schitt's Creek. Yeah. This is a song that, I don't know the name of Eugene Levy's son,
David
David.
Rose, yes.
So I think he's got a boyfriend.
yeah, Patrick.
Sings this to him
Yes.
at a open mic night.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Noah Reed.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Will tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was pretty excited to bring that up.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Mixtape. We're ready?
Mixtape. Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, maybe because mine kind of came together at the last minute. I can give you my mixtape for We Don't Need Another Hero.
I can take that.
All right. So why don't I start with that? Then you do yours. Then I'll do my Simply the Best. How about that?
Sounds good. Okay.
Okay. So the theme that we talked about throughout this entire episode was how this song is about rejecting a blind dependence.
Okay.
So along with We Don't Need Another Hero, these are my songs. Shake It Out, Florence and the Machine.
Great song.
We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys. Stand by REM. and then finishing it off with Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
I loved all the songs. I know I didn't comment on every one of them, but I'm conscious of the fact I don't need to. You know they're great. Those are great choices for the podcast we didn't do. All right, now mine, I'm just taking the chorus of this song because so many lines in this song can be found in other songs.
Okay.
So there isn't anything especially special about the song except for the sound of it. I mean, the lyrics themselves could be found in other places, but that's okay. Great ideas come up all over the place. So to begin, you have Simply the Best in the chorus. So I thought about another song about the best. And this one, Carly Simon, Nobody Does It Better. Baby, you're the best.
Oh, okay.
From that James Bond movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Next, I'm Stuck on Your Heart, she says.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie was Stuck on You.
Oh, nice.
All right. Tear Us Apart, question mark? No. Well, Michael Hutchence also said that for In Excess. Never tear us apart.
Yeah.
And finally, I Would Rather Be Dead is what she says at the end of the chorus. I kind of took that and went with it a little bit. One of the great songs. I don't know if we'll ever really focus on it, but it is amazing. PM Dawn's I'd Die Without You.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a great song.
So there's my 4-song mixtape.
Yeah, nice. All right, so the other haphazard mixtape that I put together, songs about being the best.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We Are the Champions by Queen. You're the Best, Joe Bean Esposito.
Hyperlink to our earlier episode.
One Moment in Time by Whitney Houston.
1988 Olympics.
And finishing it all off with All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled.
Okay. Well, a modern one.
Yeah.
How modern is that? Like,
It's not modern.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
like 15 years old at least.
wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm really hip to the scene here, Frank. I have one more category I'd like to
Okay.
bring up because it's one of our famous categories.
Yeah.
Can Michael Bolton sing this song? Instead, I want to come up with who else could sing this song.
Yes.
And we've done this before, but starting off, Michael Bolton could totally do this
Oh,
song.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
fits his voice.
Yes.
Who else do you think works for this song? I got a couple names.
Other tthan Nancy Kerrigan?
Other than Nancy Kerrigan.
Okay.
Tanya Harding doesn't count. That's not funny.
Okay.
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Well, Simply the Best. So it'd have to be someone along the lines of a Carly Rae Jepsen or a Taylor Swift in my mind.
Right, there we go. I knew it'd go there. I had Rod Stewart, I think, could do a version.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could hear that.
Yeah. Now, apparently, Holly Knight and him had a bit of a falling out. She wrote songs for him, too.
Oh, okay.
And she was supposed to tour with him. But apparently, his fellow musicians were ticked because she kept writing singles that he would use.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he also said one of her lines was embarrassing that he had to sing in one of the songs, which was, "Can you feel my love touch?" And she said, "Stupid? You want a stupid line? Do you think I'm sexy? That's a stupid line. I didn't write that." So he's not covering this song
Gotcha.
anymore. I thought Cher could do this too.
Okay. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly different version, but I feel like she's got the bigness
Yeah.
to it.
The gravitas.
Yeah, and she's a survivor in her own sort of
Yes.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That category made me think of something, a new one perhaps.
Oh, okay.
So the song is about being the best. What other sports stars, other than Nancy Kerrigan, would you like to see cover this song? Other champions.
Okay, I know there's a boxer in England who's used it, but I feel Lennox Lewis would have been a nice singer for this.
Okay.
Or just use it as an entrance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some pro wrestlers in my head.
Okay.
Andre Agassi? How's that one?
Sure.
Wait, well, okay, why don't you tell me?
Well, I'll tell you the one that I don't want to hear sing this.
Who?
Carl Lewis. You've heard him sing, right?
Yeah. I'd love to hear him sing it. Oh, man. I feel Ricky Henderson would have sang it.
Oh, yeah.
he
That would've been
believed he was
amazing.
the best. Oh, my goodness. There's so many people who could have done this.
Maybe the 86 Chicago Bears.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
It was the 86 Chicago Bears, right? Like that had that fantastic run into the playoffs and released an album and everything with the William the Fridge Perry as the running back and everything.
Did they win the Super Bowl?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I hope so anyways.
Oh, you're the best. You're better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. Oh, you're the best.
I'm excited we can get through The Best by Tina Turner, even though you came ready to do something else.
Well, I think it's a testament to the podcast, Bill. I think that even when I come completely unprepared, which is probably 98% of the episodes, that our ability to play off of each other is just the best.
It is. And the reason I picked this song today, I'm surprised you didn't get it. Today's Frank's birthday. Now, of course, we're releasing it after Frank's birthday, but it is your birthday today.
Yes,
and
it is.
This song is in your honor because despite anything going on, you are the best.
Okay, I've explained to you my imposter syndrome,
Yeah, I
right?
know.
This makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
This is going to get better, Frank. It's just getting better. So there was a category that we've used a couple times this year, cameo.
Yes.
What type of cameo would we get? Now, we know Frank feels he's an imposter. And so a big theme in my life is you need people to speak truth into your life. You don't always know it. Someone has to tell you who you are. They could hold up a mirror to you, but we need to tell you what we see. And so for today's cameo, I have put together as a finale to this episode.
Geez.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to be crying soon. I got a finale. I have gathered up your friends to give me a little cameo to explain why Frank is simply the best.
Hey Frank, it's Kate. I hear you're having something that resembles a birthday. I hope you have a very happy day and I hope it's guilt-free.
I just want to say happy birthday to Frank and that Frank is the best because he is a hopeless romantic and because I once caused him to flip over on his bike and he still talked to me afterwards. Love you, Frank.
Frank is simply the best because I hang on every word you say.
Frank is simply the best because no matter how many times he's doubled down on a joke before, there's always another double to down with Frank. Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, Frank. You're simply the best because you are definitely in your own special category.
Frank is simply the best. The best. You're the best, Frank.
Frank is simply the best to such an extent, many people confuse it with the worst. But we know the truth about you. Hope you had a great birthday.
I like stepping on Uncle Frank's feet.
Uncle Frank is simply the best.
Uncle Frank is simply the worst. Frank is the best because he likes Rosanna by Toto better. But I like Toto Africa better.
Frank is simply the best because, first of all, he lent me his Sony Sport Walkman when we were in high school together. But mostly because he dreams up and takes on so many creative and challenging things that others would shy away from. Frank Pearson, you are a great ginger god.
Frank is simply the best because he's wildly positive, super encouraging, and generous in sharing his skills, especially when it comes to coaching the slower and less capable of us on our running and dynamic stretching journeys.
I think Frank is simply the best because his self-deprecating humor is so endearing and he's a very loyal friend.
Frank is the best at music. Frank was the DJ of my wedding, and every time I talk about the wedding, inevitably people bring up the music and Frank's job as DJ. In fact, he's so good at music, he should start his own podcast, about obscure, interesting songs from his past. Maybe do it with a good friend of his, put it out every Sunday or something like that. Anyway, Frank, you're the best. Happy birthday.
Frank is simply the best because he wears his heart on his sleeve. Not literally, of course, that would be gross and life-endangering, but he reminds us that music needs to connect to our feels.
Frank is simply the best. Happy birthday, buddy.